Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. It's 2022. My birthday is just in a few days. I will be turning 31. This past year, I have a lot of mixed feelings about it, but that's why I wanted to make this video. In this video, I'm going to tell you how much I appreciate all of you. I want to talk about the past year, the good things that happened in my personal life, and the bad things. I want to talk about the future a little bit. So I want to talk about the first things first is this channel. I started doing some reaction videos because I had something in me telling me that, hey, maybe I should start doing some reaction videos. I don't know why. I just started doing it. I've done a lot of things when it comes to heavy metal and just being involved in the scene or doing whatever. I've done a lot of things. I've had podcasts. I've been in bands. I'm still making music. I was a music journalist. I was a writer, a contributing editor for Indie Metal Vault website that is unfortunately no longer here. Which, in all honesty, I have enough references. I could probably write for another big name website. I have people who believe in me, and that is such a privilege. That is such an honor. So when I started doing this channel, I did not expect the reception that I got from doing these videos. I didn't expect it. I did my first video was a Sabaton video, and I did this earlier in the year, and it got hit right now. It's like at 1.3 thousand views, and at the time I was like, wow, I've never done a video that's gotten that many views before. And then I did a couple other videos, and I got another one that had another 1,000 views. It was another Sabaton video. At first, I was kind of making fun of the Sabaton people. I was like, oh, the Sabaton people, they're die-hard fans. And this is nothing against you guys now, because I actually have a respect for Sabaton now. And actually know a few people who actually kind of do stuff with Sabaton, so that's kind of cool. I have always struggled to find my place. And so when I started doing this YouTube channel and things just kind of, videos started getting views, I was like, wow. I started doing Nightwish videos, and I was like, I stopped doing the videos, and then I started doing them again. And all of a sudden, they started getting views, and I was like, wow. And then my subscribers count started going up. I was like, wow. Now I went from almost no subscribers to over 520 subscribers in just the last 2 months, 2 or 3 months. Guys, that's incredible. I'm almost to the point where I could start monetizing this channel if I wanted to. I've never been in that position before. I never thought that people would actually care about something I'm doing. So that makes me feel good. So thank you. Thank all of you. It's weird being me doing YouTube videos. Like, I'm still oddly uncomfortable doing this. Like, I feel like all of you are seeing a version of me on here, and I feel like I'm seeing a version of me doing this. It doesn't feel right, but at the same time it does, if that makes any sense at all. And I've struggled, like, how do I make my videos look better? I constantly look at my analytics. I'm like, how can I do better? What can I do? And I think that's what's going to make this channel better in the long run. Yeah, it's me constantly trying to make things better. As you can see, I did a little bit of rearranging. This is more like who I am, this back here. I have my own designated space, and instead I'm just doing stuff in like my weird bathroom where I'm doing stuff where you can see my furnace. Literally right behind me right here is my furnace. And you can hear my dehumidifier, and I'm sorry if that offends all. I have to keep my basement dry. It is a nice basement. It is an unfinished basement, but it's nice. My property value actually just went up. Anyway, so thank you, all of you. I appreciate this. I want 2022 to be the year where I blossom on this channel. I want to keep growing, I want all of you to get to know me a little bit. I want to talk about heavy metal. I want to do maybe a little bit more with video games, if that's what you guys are into. If you're not, I'll stick with the reaction videos, and I'll talk occasionally about the music business or anything of that nature. I would love for all of you to know what I'm into. So let's talk about the past year. I want to talk about the good things first, because I had some good things. So, I went to my first time. I went to Black Circle Brewing Company, aka Beer Creek, up in Indianapolis. I went there for the first time. I had never been there before, and I got to see Grave Ripper do their album release show, and this was after a time where I did not. There was no shows. There was none. COVID-19 happened. And nothing happened. There was no shows. People were afraid. And this was the first time people were starting to feel a little bit more comfortable getting out and being around each other. And it was a freaking blast. I got to meet a lot of people I hadn't met before. Because Indianapolis, if you don't know about the Indianapolis area, we have a very, very complicated situation, or we did with heavy metal. We had a music venue called the Fifth Quarter Lounge that was a staple in the Indianapolis music community for a while, and then it got bought out by an insurance company. I believe it was an insurance company, and then that was it. The venue went away, and everyone was wondering, well, that was it, and for music venues, or at least ones where people, it was a popular music venue. It went away. And all of a sudden, Black Circle was doing some shows at the time, but now Black Circle stepped up and like, hey, if you want to do a show, this is the place where you're going to come. Which Indianapolis still has other places. They have other places where metal bands can play. The Emerson Theater is back, which I personally, nothing against the people who run the Emerson Theater, I personally don't like that venue. It's a preference thing. I don't really like going there. I'm just a small town guy, and big cities kind of intimidate me as it is, and that area kind of intimidates me a little bit. I'm unfamiliar with it, and I feel more comfortable at Black Circle Brewing Company. So then we also have the Hoosier Dome, which I've never been to a show at the Hoosier Dome. Unleash the Archers just did a show there recently, and it looked like they had a great time there, so maybe one of these days I'll go by there. It's either Hoosier Dome or is Irving Theater. I'm not really sure. It was one of the two, but I'm going to have to get myself... I've never been to either of those places. So, and of course you have bigger venues like the old National Center. Then you have the Vogue Theater, which the Vogue is... I love going to the Vogue, and even that area is kind of a little bit intimidating for me. I'm a small town guy. So, and then you have other places that you can go, but I went to Black Circle, and it was a great time. I got to see a lot of people I hadn't seen in a long time, and even to this day, I still have friends that I don't get to see. Anyway, moving on, I got to go there, and it was a great time. So, next thing, I went with Tucker Thomason of Throne of Iron, and formerly of Thorax, and he has other side projects as well, Crotein, Avacur. He has, and now he's a Twitch streamer, does a lot of stuff on doing that kind of stuff. Me and him went up to, or him and I, we went up to Madison, Wisconsin, and we went to Mammoth Power Festival 4. And it was really, really nice going up there with him to see 2 days of heavy metal, which I have never been to Madison, Wisconsin for. He has, so I was wanting to go with him to, you know, feel for the area. We got a hotel up there. We got to go around the square of the capital of Madison to a large farmers market, and we got to travel with a bunch of other people, which these people included a bunch of members of other bands, including Seven Kingdoms, and we all were comrades in metal. And we got to buy a bunch of cheese curds and got to experience the naked bike ride, or the nude bike ride. Wasn't expecting that. But anyway, it added to the experience of the whole thing. Got to go inside the Madison Capitol building. It was all incredible. Got to meet Ty Christian of Lords of the Trident for the first time. He is just an absolutely stellar and just incredible person. And shout out to you, Ty. I hope to see you again at next year's festival. So I got to see 2 days of just awesome bands, just absolutely killing it. And it was at the perfect venue. There was arcade machines everywhere for free play. There was great beer available. There was good food. It was absolutely incredible. And I couldn't have went with a better person than Tucker. So then another thing I got to do this year was I got to see Coheed and Cambria finally. Coheed and Cambria has always been a bucket list band of mine. I've always wanted to see them. I've had multiple opportunities to see them. For some reason, I just wasn't able to see them. And I finally got the chance, and I was like, you know what, I'm going. And it was a dream come true. My wife went with me. It was just her and I, and it was incredible. Got to see The Used and Meet Me at the Altar, which they were great bands as well. It was incredible. And after a year of not having any sort of live music at all during 2020, it felt good in the heart to finally see a bucket list band. Because the last concert I saw before that was in 2019 at the Vogue Theater in Indianapolis, which was Ginger and the Browning and Sumo Psycho. Which I said that was literally 2019. So that was a long time. Last concert. So those were some of the good things that happened this past year. And next year is going to be even more packed. I plan on seeing Dragon Force. I plan on going back to Mammoth Power Festival 5. There's just some good shows, some good concerts that I plan to experience. So if you made it this far, see, we're 13 and a half minutes in. So I want to address some of the not so great things that has happened. And I'm also going to put this was also part of 2020, which anymore with COVID and everything, 2020 and 2021 almost feel like the same year. And I have a bad feeling that 2022 is going to feel a lot more of the same. So before I get into the bad stuff, I also want to say that I have an amazing family. I have 2 young kids. My oldest is 4. My youngest just turned 3 years old. And I have an awesome wife. I have an amazing family. They are my rock. They are everything to me. They're going to be my future. They're my present. I can't express how much I love my family. So with that being said, some of the bad things that just happened, and actually just last week, I just had my funeral for my grandma. I was really close to my grandma. She was like a second mother to me. I spent a lot of my childhood at her house. I spent a lot of time at her house playing video games. That's where I had my Nintendo 64, my GameCube. I played a lot of Nintendo games because my grandma did not like violent video games in her house. So Nintendo was obviously the console of choice for that house. And I spent a lot of time playing Smash Brothers on N64, playing Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, and Super Mario 64. Like I said, I'm 30. I'm going to be 31 years old. So I remember going back in the day she would take me to Toys R Us, and we'd go back and pull the little slips out, and you have to take it to the front, and they'd go get your game for you. I have a lot of great memories with my grandma, and it was hard saying goodbye to her. And the year before that, I lost my grandpa. So my grandma and my grandpa, both on one side of my family, are gone now. And that was the side that I spent most of my time with. So they're gone now, and I've been doing okay with it, accepting it, but still inside there's this piece of me that's still sad, because things haven't been that great with that side of the family in a long time, and they probably won't be ever. So anyway, there's just a lot of things I had to accept, and it was a really hard pill to swallow. And I just hope that my grandma and grandpa are both in a better place than here, because sometimes this place can really suck. But with that being said, there's a lot of good things about being here too. So, like I said, I put all my time and my thoughts into my family and trying to be a good person myself and being good about them and trying to be good about all of you and trying to keep myself going so I don't have any downtime. So anyway, now I got the depressing stuff out of the way. What are the future for 2022? So like I said, my future is, I want all of you to continue this journey with me. I want to do more for this channel. I want to show you more of my vinyl collection. I want to do more reaction videos. I want to do more reviews on this channel. I want to do a lot of stuff. And I want all of you to be on this journey with me. And I promise that my videos are going to be a lot more fun than this video. But if you've managed to watch all of this so far, thank you. I really appreciate it. Not too many people in my life want to actually listen to me for going on 20 minutes straight. And I've come to accept that to a certain degree. But anyway, I know a lot of you care about my opinions. Maybe you don't, maybe you do. I don't know, I'll make an assumption here. Thank you for going along with me. So this channel, I'm gonna put a lot of effort into it. I'm gonna be releasing a new album this year, Ice Howl. It's gonna be my third full-length record. I brought on a new guitarist, Sean Davidson. He has helped me with this so far. I just got the official artwork for the record, which I will be posting stuff on here in case any of you are curious about what my music is. Like I said, my music, you can find it at icehowl.bandcamp.com if you should check it out. My links are in the description down below, so check them out down there. Um, I said I plan on going to more shows. I plan on going to uh, at least one music festival. I said plan on going back up to Madison. I would love for any of you watching this to join me and meet up with me when I go over there. Maybe we can make a video together for the channel. That'd be awesome. But anyway, I have a lot of good things. I plan on doing stuff with my family. I want to go on vacation with them. I have a lot of stuff I want to do. So, whether 2022 is going to be a shit show or not, I want to bring positivity to this channel right here. I want to bring positivity. I want you to come with me, get away from all the bullshit. I want to make you smile. I want to talk about heavy metal and video games with all of you. There's going to be more video games on this channel. I say that. But I want all of you to come with me. Join me. Let's go on an adventure together. Anyway, everyone, I hope you have a wonderful new year. I look forward to seeing you all again. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Be safe. If you do any drinking, be responsible. Whatever you decide to do, be safe. I don't want anything to happen to any of you. This is Jason from Full Metal Gamer signing out. Always remember, long live heavy metal.